Anyways, that's better. Today I'm going to be continuing the adventure mode, and we should be finishing the fog level stuff. And well, here's the pogo zombies, which I'll probably lose a lawnmower to, because for some reason, I'm not very good at dealing with them ever we first discovered. And I cannot tell you why. Anyways, I'm just going to do a classic setup right here. No special type of plants like starfruit or cactus or anything. Because we don't have any major guys, but pogo zombies. But what's beautiful is since I have the pumpkin now, I can just use those directly to protect the, I cannot speak today. Those guys.
Are coming.
The planters. Which is going to be really helpful. Because that means I don't need a special walnut in front of it, where the mushrooms can't attack the zombies anymore. It's going to be perfect. Zombies dead. Let's place you here. And with this only being a 1-5 level, I'm just going to place 8 sunshines. Because if I try to place more, it's not going to pay off. At least in my opinion, it doesn't. Can't get them out soon enough as well. I probably can, but still, I don't want to. Now I can see everything pretty much. Gonna get enough sun to protect at least one of these guys. So close. There we go. Now I'm gonna place down some scaredy shoot. Just anywhere I can, really. I'm only gonna place stuff in water if I see a cold head. Otherwise, these guys are down pat. Place down another scaredy shoot right here. Should be able to get enough scaredy shoots in every lane. Just a little more sun, please. Fourth of all. Thank you. There he comes. Let's see if we can take him down to the plants we have. I'm gonna say probably not. Actually, maybe. Nope. He's too fast. Scary. Oh, just in the nick of time. Good to know. We'll definitely need some beam shrooms for longer range for the attacks. Because man, that was way too close. If you heard that, by the way, guys, I was my bad. Alright. I'm not placing down any more pumpkins because I personally don't feel like it's necessary. There we go, there's a cone head that I was talking about. Now I can place down a fume shroom. Now I'll place down some scaredy shrooms in the back. This is still a balanced defense in my opinion. There we go. A huge wave of zombies is approaching, and it's going to be the final wave. As you can see, the pumpkin's a little bit eaten now. Alright, we should be able to definitely take down that guy. Yep, no issue, and I didn't lose a lawnmower. The main issue I have even with them is that they're so fast, and it comes out so quick. But the game makes sure that you encounter them. If I'm not mistaken. There we go, here's the magnet shroom, which is perfect for those guys. And a perfect combination with pumpkin, too. Removes helmets and other metal objects from zombies. Which includes buckets, the pickaxes on the diggers, the football helmets, the pogo sticks, the soon-to-be another zombie that's going to be helpful with later. It's gonna be perfect. There we go. And I will bring cactus because we have the balloon zombies. And then the normal plants. Right here. Only issue is, well, we do have a long-range attack. But now we don't have Beam Shrimp or Scaredy Shrimp. We should be fine. We'll have to survive with just puff shrooms for the meantime. Until we start getting enough sun production. Which we should. Hopefully. I could definitely tell this is the hardest level. At least before 410. And about this point, practically everybody's played this game, but if you haven't made it this far, next level it's going to be a little bit annoying. And you'll see why. I don't even think it's that hard. It's actually pretty easy, all things considered. Because the plants that you get, that you unlock here, actually work pretty well together. It's just the level itself. You'll see what I mean. Ba 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 da ba da ba da. There we go. And I will plant a... Well, I guess I'm not planting it there. I'll plant it here. I'm assuming that's a cornet. Yep, it is. But these guys should be fine. One of these, then will get eaten, but they get taken down. Just at the price of one of them getting... Wait, did none of them get eaten? Yeah, none of them got eaten. Sweet. There we go. That one didn't even get a munch on him. Alright, now they start placing cacti. Actually, and pumpkins. Just placing these guys in front, just for extra protection. Because I really don't want them to get eaten. I want to see. You know what? Magnesium in the middle. That feels like a dangerous place for it. Especially without a pumpkin. I'll be fine. Especially with another defensive plant. If he's not defensive, but you get the idea. He's gonna help me with it. But this is exactly why I want 2 rows of stun shrooms, because when you have somewhat pricey setups for nighttime like this, it's needed. As you can see, every time I place down something that's expensive, I tend to run out of sun pretty quickly. And now I have a cactus in every lane, so I think I'm fine. There we go. I'm going to place down another pumpkin for the magnesium, because in my opinion, they're more worth it to protect than the plant. Whenever I have to choose which one to do first. Which the reason why is kind of obvious. They cost more sun. Plus, also, I'd much rather take the helmets and metal protection and utilities from zombies to make them practically useless in comparison. Rather than being able to seal it whenever it doesn't affect the plants themselves. So I think it's worth it. Balloon said goodbye. I'm just gonna put some more cacti for defense. Well, yeah. Offense. The best defense is a good offense. Sometimes. Gonna place down another nitrogen with the pumpkin. Another cactus, and I'm already out of sun. And it's a good thing I have 2 rows of sun trees because I have that sun back on. Someone's playing Star Trek. You guys probably won't be able to see that. But yeah, someone's playing Star Trek. Not a bad game. No, I hate a game. It's not the kind of game I play specifically, but it's not a bad game either. Also, thank you, Magnus. You've been getting the buckets and the poke. That's very helpful of you. And you know what? Another common puff shrimp jumping. And a sea shrimp, because that... Alright, final day. I think we got it. We're gonna be golden. That's how it's done. Okay, probably 100 seconds. You can't play. I thought something was gonna get eaten very soon. I'm ready to perfect it back again, but I'm not sure the But not that it matters, because the level's over. Alright, hello, this is your mother. Please come over to my house for meatloaf. Leave your front door open and your lawn unguarded. Sincerely, Mom. It's not the zombies. Very funny. Oh. Why'd it get so dark all of a sudden? This can't be good. Oh well, hope you survive the night. And this is what I mean by this is gonna be annoying. I really wish it would give you planter. Because that would actually make that a really cool gimmick since you can't see anyway. And then they give you planter. Wouldn't that be like a cool thing to do? To use? I don't know. I'm not sure where to place the t-shirts, so I'm just kind of placing them there. Oh, that zombie died. Sweet. I want to try to place my mushrooms, so. It's a good thing I have them, to show off what I mean. I like these star fruits. They're pretty handy. Don't know why I didn't use them on the last two levels. I guess because they just don't fit into my strategy I had. But they're pretty useful for me to consider. I don't need a blower. I don't need a blower. There we go. I don't need a blower. Thank you, Frank. One more cactus and I'll be okay right there. Thank you, Magnus. Very handy. Another pumpkin. There's something about the pumpkins and the sea shrooms. You cannot plant a pumpkin on a sea shroom. Because a pumpkin is a lily pad. The sea shroom can only be planted in water. So you cannot protect sea shrooms. Not that you would really care about protecting them anyway, because they're pretty. They're not the most powerful plant in the world. The reason why they're even somewhat powerful is cost efficiency, because they cost nothing. A huge wave of zombies is approaching. It be flashy. Ooh! Balloon zombie. What's cool about the balloon zombies is that when they're over water, they just die whenever they get caught. I have two rows, columns of sparkles. I'm doing really good. And I really need this anymore. I really don't think I need that anymore. Close your door, right? If I get more lily pads, I'll place the action somewhere in place of one of these guys. I don't need another one. Yeah, there we go. There we go. If I get another pumpkin, I'll be even more good. Really don't need any more cacti. Take one more of these. I'll place you here, and here. Starfruit spam it is, I guess. Huge wave of zombies is approaching. There we go. And I'll soon have symmetry if I get one more lily pad. Possibly. Oh no. Also, Magicians take away the Jack-in-the-Box things too, if you can't tell. It's very useful. There we go. And we get Cabbage Pulp. Our first ever catapult. Why would we need those? Cabbage Pulp hurls cabbages at the enemy. There we go. Whoa, they even found a way onto your roof. Those are some persistent zombies, dude. You need to use Cabbage Pulp due to your roof's angle. Remember that and you're good to go? So yeah, they want you to use catapults here because of, as he said, the roof's angle lets it toward these straight line plants like the repeater, snow pea shooter, repeater, puff shroom, and scaredy shroom. Note, I did not say fume shroom. They won't be effective here, at least at the slant of the roof. The top of it, it'll be fine. Oh, I want to try to beat this level without those guys. How am I going to do that? With Chomper, Pumpkin, and some insta-kills. You may think, oh, is that possible? And I will say, it is. And I'm pretty sure it's an achievement anyway, so I'm going to try to get it with the achievement. Ba-da-boom, ba-da-boom. And eventually I will be able to unlock the pots right here. So the goal is to not lose the pots. Since we don't have them caught yet. Imagine lily pads, but you're going to need them everywhere. We're coming. Rather than just the water. This is the music that played whenever Crazy Dave was making the new computer. Also, guys, my controller may die here in just a minute, so soon you'll start hearing me play, or seeing me play on the computer. Thought I had it charged up, but clearly not. I'm gonna try to save the battery, but it may not. There we go. Maybe that'll fix the battery. Whoops. Very glad when you dig up a plant that's inside a pumpkin, it digs up the plant that's inside it first rather than the pumpkin itself. Also, maybe it's just me, or the pumpkin doesn't feel like it should actually be eaten. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Feels like that's an oversight. Yeah, it's probably just a random bug. It'll be fine. It affects the game in no way whatsoever, other than being a bug. Oh, Bungee Bunny. You are not going to take the pot. You take the sunflower instead. I'm sorry, sunflower. Goodbye. That's what those guys do. They'll randomly come down to steal a plant. It can be detrimental if you have no way of getting rid of it. You know what? Because of how slow the game's gonna be because of chompers only, I'll speed the game up to 2.5 times. Yep, this is a lot of sun I'm gaining just from doing this. There we go, final wave. I can do it. Chompers are pretty cool against them too, because if their chompers are planted behind the plant they're trying to protect, they die. Bada bada boom bada bada ba boom bada bada 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 bada. The reason I'm not worried about this is because cherry bomb. And you'll see what I mean. Goodbye. And we got pot. There we go, there's the achievement. Granted, complete a normal roof level without using any catapult plants. Hey neighbor, got some new items for sale. Now roof cleaners, I will take. Because they're extra lawnmowers for the roof. And we'll take the rake too. Just because why not? When I got some new plants, we cannot even use spike cleaner. Gold magnet makes it to where the magnet shards turn into gold magnets. I can collect coins instead of metal objects, which is not going to be useful. It is if you're grinding for coins, but that's it. Alright, this time we are going to make cabbage pulp. And tall nut, because we see the pole vultures. Should we double up on defense? Feels like that's a little... not needed. That's whatever word I was trying to use there. And pumpkin. Yeah, you know what? Let's double up on defense. Make it where the zombies are definitely not going to get past. Guess I could have brought Chomper instead. Probably should have. It'll be fine. Or even Snoopy I could have brought. Because I could have planted it here. When you place any of the straightforward plants right here or up, except for Puffshroom, they can still hit the zombies. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in the playthroughs in like part 1 or 2 or anything. I'd much rather have the sunflowers get eaten over my expensive attacking plant. Like, cabbage pulp isn't that expensive, but in comparison, think about this. If your attacking plant gets eaten, then you have no way to kill the zombie. But if your Summodosham plant gets eaten, but you still have the attacking plant in the back, they can still destroy the zombie. That's the reason why I play like I do. I think I'm gonna place these guys right here. The only thing is we do have the bungee zombies, so they're gonna take the... yeah. But that's an issue. Although, I'm not letting you get too far. If I have anything to say about it. Especially since I didn't have a tournament ready yet. Bonehead at the bottom. Let me get another catapult fast. And start placing another tournament. Since they have a pretty decent recharge. Oh yay! 12 hunting zombies coming in a lane with a tournament. Perfect. Too bad. The reason why I did that, another lane, is just so that I can have another lane of cabbage bolts. Because they're about as powerful as a regular pea shooter, so sometimes just spamming pea shooters is going to be a little bit of a hassle. Annoying. Because the levels aren't going to go that fast, you're not going to kill the zombies very fast. Which in some cases can be a good thing if you want to just slow the game down. If you don't know if you're going to be able to do something. Okay. Goodbye, cabbage bowl. Oh well, I'll just place down another one. Goodbye, potted plant. It's literally a pot that's a plant. It's literally a potted plant. apparently 3 cabbage bolts is enough to kill them before they get to the solid. Interesting. Good to know. Yeah, the catapult plants aren't too bad. You typically, in a normal level, would rather a pea shooter over a cabbage bolt. But there's 2 exceptions. 1, roof. 2, full, if you have snorkel zombies. Because they can hit the snorkel zombies without them needing to be above length. Or above water. Let's kill this buckethead real quick. You don't need to be waiting for him to die. And you know what? Let's place down another column of cabbage bolts. Oh, I did not see you taking that. Goodbye, Thomas. I will not miss you, no offense. Oh. Goodbye, cabbage bolt. I will miss you. Actually, I don't know. Feels rude to say I won't miss them. And goodbye, Thomas, again. These guys are annoying. I could have killed him with squash. I had it ready. I could have shoveled up or placed down a pot, placed down a squash, and he could have died. But also, if I didn't place it down in time, then it would have just been a waste. One more cabbage bolt, and that's pretty much will be perfect. But I know. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen somewhere. You know what? Let's not even worry about it. Let's place down a carrot. That was more necessary, in my opinion. And I didn't need to do that because I unlocked kernel pool. Alright, kernel pool. Flings corn kernels and butter at zombies. James Wright's roof. Look at how big that is. Alright. Let's bring cabbage and kernel pool. Ladder zombie. That's where Boundary Shroom can come in handy. But we can't use it right now because we don't have a way to use it in the day yet. Keyword yet. Is it still worth it to bring a defensive plant? Yes, but I would say only walnut range. Especially since, you know, well, with the ladder zombie, he's gonna go over the defensive plants anyways. That's what he does, he puts a ladder over them. Even tall nuts are useless against him if you can't find a way to destroy the ladder. In time, or just take it away entirely.
The zombies are coming.
The rake's very useful because it helps you get your defense up, or stun production up faster, and technically defense up faster, by that logic. If I can hurry up and get a pot down, I can hurry up and get a potato mine down. This should come up in time, hopefully. If it doesn't, I have a squash at the backup. I'm hoping it does. Yep, it does. Now I can place a kernel pool. Which, it's kernels. It has a random chance of shooting kernels or butter. And if it shoots the kernels, it does the damage of a pea shooter itself. Which is 20, and zombies have 200 health. But its butter does the same as a cabbage bolt, which is basically 2 peas. Plus, it also solves the zombie too. So in levels like this, where there's not a ton of zombies at the same time, just having one of them is sufficient enough, typically, to even kill a conehead, if you get lucky enough. Because I think it's like a 1 out of 4 chance. So having a combination of both of the kernel bolts and cabbage bolts is pretty good. One for occasional stalling and still doing damage when it doesn't stalling. versus one that does more damage just in general. So yeah, having a combination of both is pretty handy. And the reason why I think walnuts are still useful is because you can still place them down pretty easily. And then if you have to shovel one up because there's a ladder on top of it, it's not going to be pricey, like a tall one would end up being. But I would still rather double up on kernels rather than doubling up on the cabbages, even if their damage is lower in general. Just the stalling makes it to where they won't get as floored most of the time. Exception of fords, which even then, huge fords, they're not good with. Them with regular pea shooters too, man. You should experience the ladder zombie in just a second. There he is. Called it. Now if these kernels can stall him a little bit, that'll be helpful. Although I'm getting kind of unlucky. There we go. Well, it didn't matter because I killed him first anyway. But this is why I say doubling up is useful, because the chance of them throwing the butter is pretty low. And he didn't even get to hit the ladder. I'm so sorry. Not really. And you know what? I'm gonna place another column of cabbages. Just because I feel like we have enough stalling going on for this level. You know what? Let's speed it up. 2 times. 2.5 times. There we go. We are doing very good. I'm just gonna collect this on in case I need it, but otherwise... Finally! There we go, there's the ladder. That went over the wall. There we go. We finished the level very fast right there at the end. And what's this? A coffee bean. Plants it on a mushroom, hint hint, to wake it up. Hint 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 hint. And look at that, we have a bunch of metal paths. I wonder what they want us to try to use. Perhaps, maybe, magnet shroom. With a coffee bean. And you may think, what's the use of sunshroom if you have to use a coffee bean anyways? The answer is, there's not really a point. I'll be honest, there's not really a point with that. And since you can take the metal stuff, why not protect the magnet shrooms themselves with pumpkin? And then I'll bring... You know what? Let's not even bring pineapple. I'll just bring cabbage plant. And chomper behind the magnet shrooms. And then a starter explosive right there. Sure, let's go. Ba-da boom, ba-da boom, ba-da 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 boom, ba-da 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 boom, ba-da 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 boom.
The zombies are coming.
Thank you, Rake, you are so helpful. Thank you, Rake, you are so helpful. You are very helpful for a rake, you're helpful for a rake. You are very helpful for a rake. Place that there, and the potato mine. That should come up in time. Keyword should. If it doesn't, then... Uh-oh. Alright. Worst comes to worst, I'll place the chunk right there. Yeah, that was way more than enough time. There we go. really am thinking about placing the magnet shrooms early once I have enough stuff in every lane. Just because I just want to get them out of the way. I'm going to place Chomper there, so I'm just going to hold off planting anything to attack him. I guess I can still place this guy. I just want to stall out the round. There we go. Now I can place it. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and start placing it. See, it is pricey to get them up in the daytime, but typically the bigger threats they'll extend out during the day levels. So they're going to want you to spend more sun anyways. So I think that's why they make it more expensive for the mushrooms in the daytime. The mushrooms are really powerful, in my opinion, for what they do. The mushroom can hit every single zombie that is in its finger range. Doom Shroom is just a massive explosion on practically every zombie when you place it right. Ice Shroom can just freeze the zombies in place. Hypno Shroom is situational, so useful. Magnet Shroom is priceless for the zombies you encounter, where their main gimmick has to do with something that they can take. For example, the Bucketheads and All-Star zombies, the football zombies have. And ladder zombies, photo zombies, digger zombies, a pickaxe. And no, the pickaxe is not a Minecraft reference. I know, it's so surprising. It's funny, I never thought I would get into Minecraft, but I did. And I've had a pleasant experience with it, so nothing to complain about. Alright, and another jumper. Maybe another one as well. Magnet Shroom, you're gonna do your job? Thank you. I sounded like I didn't think it would, and I was being rude. That was not my intention. I just saying, is he gonna do it just because I wanted to watch him do it. And look, he can take the ladder too. Which is really awesome, which is really freaking awesome. We see that happen. There's nothing for me to do at the moment. Guess I can go ahead and do this. Place out another magnet shroom too. Alright, another Pogo zombie, which is gonna get nullified by the magnet shroom. It'd be cool if there was a zombie that, when you took away the magnet shroom, when the magnet shroom took away the thing, it would die itself. Like how when you pump a balloon on the balloon zombie, if it's over water, it just completely dies. That would be awesome. I guess the closest thing to that is just instantly killing the zombies no matter what though. So who knows, maybe that would be overpowered. If there was something where the magnet shroom just nullified it. Completely. Not just making them go from fast or tanky to just normal. Which honestly, that's the only downside with the football zombie is that even though he has downside is for when you take away the magnet shroom off the football zombie, is that he's still fast. He's not like terribly fast. He's just faster than normal zombie. Speaking of which, there's the football zombie. You can see, yeah, he still has speed on. Not that it really matters though. He's dead. And you know what? Let's place another column of cabbage plants. Not even any sunflower seeds. Because we have enough sun as it is. Alright, I think we got this. A huge wave of zombies is approaching. Alright. That's a lot of zombies. Well, thank you, Chomper. You were very handy, I appreciate it. Deleting those threads. That didn't need to be threads. You know what? I'm gonna shuffle up the next trim there and just place another Chomper. Alright. And we got the watering key. This is for the Zen garden, where you can start growing plants yourself that you collect. Now you can play Zen garden. Hey, check it out, you found a watering key. In honor of this occasion, I present you your very own Zen garden. Hey, I'll even start you off with a couple of sprouts. Grow them to full size and they'll reward you nicely. Have fun. Alright. Let's record them. Or record them. Water them. Keep watering your plants when they get thirsty. Alright? One weird change that I hope they do fix, which, if they don't, then it's okay. It doesn't change the game at all. Is you wouldn't get the reward until after you actually done it, like fed them fertilizer, watered the plant. But now, as soon as you press the button, you gain the coins. Feels weird. Hey, welcome to the Zen garden section of my shop. I'll give you some fertilizer for stopping by. Oh, sweet. Take a look around and see if there's anything you'd like. That's not the fertilizer section. But anyway, thank you, Dave. Oh, there we go. You just had to, continue. There we go. You're just being weird. There we go. That's all you can do for now. Check back later when your plants need more nurturing. Alright? This is how you gain more coins and stuff over time. But I will end the video here for now. Thank you so much for watching. In next video, we will finish the adventure mode. At least if I remember correctly, we're gonna finish it. And I'll see you guys next time. Maybe I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, now I'll see you guys next time.